Let's start our video on the deep fascia of the leg. So actually the deep fascia is in the leg are, all the bones are subcutaneous at the places, and the most notable are being the medial surface of tibia. Actually if you see the medial surface of tibia, yeah, we'll shift the diagram to here. So this is the medial side and this is the lateral side. So on the medial side, mainly the medial side of tibia is most palpable of our leg, and also the malleoli, medial malleoli also can be most palpable. So over this area the deep fascia is replaced by periosteum. So there also the deep fascia is present, but there mainly there is a replacement of deep fascia by means of periosteum as their bones. Next, coming to the extension of deep fascia from the intermuscular septum. For that you can see this diagram. So you can see here different intermuscular septums in between. We'll discuss about that. You can see anterior intermuscular septum, posterior intermuscular septum, and also there is one more septum, that is the anterior, posterior, and medial. One more will be the medial. So you can see here the anterior and posterior intermuscular septum are attached to the anterior and posterior border of fibula. So this is the fibula bone. So to the anterior border of fibula bone there is anterior intermuscular septum, and to the posterior border of fibula bone there is posterior intermuscular septum. Okay. So these are attached to these borders of fibula, and they divide the leg mainly into three compartments. So one is the anterior compartment. You can see here it is the anterior compartment, and one is posterior, one is the lateral compartment here, and one more is the post superficial muscles of calf. Wait, yeah. So one is a anterior compartment, one is a posterior compartment, and one is a lateral compartment. So this is the lateral compartment, and this is the posterior compartment. So like this, the three compartments are formed mainly by these two intermuscular septa. One is anterior intermuscular septa, one is a posterior intermuscular septa. So the posterior compartment is in turn subdivided into superficial, intermediate, and deep parts. So if you see the posterior, it is subdivided into you can see superficial, intermediate, and deep part. Superficial, intermediate, and deep part. So this is a posterior compartment which is in turn divided mainly by superficial and deep transverse facial septum. So you can see this is a superficial transverse facial septum, and this is the deep transverse facial septum. So because of this transverse septum, this posterior compartment is in turn divided into three regions, that is superficial, intermediate, and deep parts. Or like this: superficial, intermediate, deep parts. So from outside to inside: superficial, intermediate, deep parts. So especially over the ankle region, the deep fascia is thickened and to form mainly retinacula. So you can see here these are the retinacula, especially at the rate of this ankle. You can see here the medial malleosus, lateral malleosus. So this is ankle joint place. So especially at this ankle region, the deep fascia is thickened to form retinacula, and they are called because they retain tendons in place. And on the front of the ankle there are superior and inferior extensor retinacula. You can see here this is a superior extensor retinacula, and this is the inferior extensor retinacula. So laterally they are superior and inferior peroneal retinacula. So laterally also you have other retinacula like superior and inferior peroneal retinacula. So posterior medially there is a flexor retinaculum, and extensor retinaculum are what we are going to discuss today. So peroneal retinaculum are considered along with lateral compartment of leg, and also with the flexor retinaculum with posterior compartment. So we will discuss about that later. So today in this video mainly we are going to discuss about the superior and inferior extensor retinaculum. So let us understand the surface marking of the retinaculum. So mainly the superior extensor retinaculum, this is about 3 centimeters broad vertically. It is drawn from anterior border of triangular subcutaneous area of fibula, this side. So from the fibula to the lower part of anterior border of tibia, running medially and slightly upwards. Okay. And next, coming to inferior extensor retinaculum. This is 1.5 centimeter broad. It is extending from anterior part of upper surface of calcaneum bone. You can see here. So calcaneus will be backside, right? So from there it will start to a point medial to tendon of extensor digitorum longus on dorsum of foot. So till there it will extend. The upper band is, it is in turn divided into upper band and lower band. The upper band is 1 centimeter wide, extending from medial end of stem of anterior border of medial meiosis from here to the continuing as lower band is 1 centimeter, extend from medial end of stem of medial side of foot and extending into the sole like this. So this you can see the stem of inferior extensor retinaculum, right? So now let us see the attachments, everything related to the superior extensor retinaculum. So superior extensor retinaculum, medially it is attached to the lower part of anterior border of tibia. So actually this side will be tibia, right? So lower part of anterior border of tibia it will extend, and laterally to the lower part of anterior border of fibula, forming an anterior boundary of elongated triangular area just above the lateral meiosis. So this is lateral meiosis. So just above the lateral meiosis you can see this. This is a superior retinaculum. Next, coming to inferior extensor retinaculum. This is Y-shaped band of deep fascia situated in front of ankle joint over the posterior part of dorsum of foot. The stem of Y lies laterally and upper and lower bands medially. So the stem of Y, you can see stem of inferior retinaculum. This stem lies laterally, upper and lower bands lie medially, right? So next, coming to the attachments, different attachments. The stem is mainly attached to anterior non-articular part of superior surface of calcaneum in front of sulcus calcanei. The upper band passes upward and medially, and it is attached to anterior border of medial meiosis, right? Coming to the lower band passes downwards medially, attached to plantar aponeurosis. Actually it will be aponeurosis, plantar aponeurosis. So for that it will attach. Next, the structures passing under the cover of extensor retinaculum are, we'll see in another diagram. So let us understand now what are the structures which are passing below it. Actually there are tendons of different muscles of anterior compartment from medial to lateral side. So how to find medial and lateral side? So if you remember about this inferior retinaculum, this bands will be on medial side and this slip will be, that is its stem will be on lateral side. So this is the medial side, this is the lateral side of this diagram. So mainly there are tibialis anterior muscle. So here you can see this green color, first one on the medial to lateral side. So first tibialis anterior, next extensor hallucis longus. So let us also understand how to remember them, okay? Next, extensor digitorum longus. Next, peroneus tertius. So these are the muscle tendons which are passing under this retinaculum, superior and inferior retinaculum, okay? So from medial to lateral side, how to remember? First, tibialis anterior. Already I discussed all are the anterior compartment muscles. So of course tibialis anterior. On the medial side, of course, tibia, so tibialis anterior. Next, extensor hallucis longus. Hallucis means it will go to great toe, right? Next, if we'll go to great toe, it should also go to digits, right? So extensor digitorum longus, okay? So extensor digitorum longus, all are long muscles and all are extensors, right? So next comes peroneus tertius. That's just very simple to remember. Tibialis anterior, extensor hallucis longus, extensor digitorum longus, and peroneus tertius. So medial to lateral side. And also there are like vessels, like you can see anterior tibial artery, this one red color one, and also there is deep peroneal nerve. This one is a deep peroneal nerve, and both the nerve and artery are lying, yeah. So if you see, the artery lies medial to the nerve, and both the nerve and artery lie between the tendons of extensor hallucis longus and extensor digitorum longus. So if you see the nerve, to this nerve, that is our deep peroneal nerve. So to the deep peroneal nerve, the anterior tibial artery is medial, and this deep peroneal nerve in turn divide into the lateral branch of deep peroneal nerve and medial branch of deep peroneal nerve. So this is all about our extensor retinaculum, superior and inferior extensor retinaculum. So this is the deep fascia. So next we'll start with the muscles of the anterior compartment of leg.